In this video, we're going to cover graphing piecewise functions, and this problem is taken right from the course pack review sections for chapters 5 through 8. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make tables based on all the different domains that we have listed here. So you can see that I've set up 4 tables, and these are again based on the 4 different ranges. So for example, the first range is if x is less than -3. So I have values that are less than -3. The next range I have if x is between -3 and 2. So I have a table set up between -3 and 2. If I have the values of between 2 and 5, we have 2 and 5. And you notice we're going to have overlap when it comes to values like this, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. And then we have the last one where x is greater than 5. So if you'll notice, we have the tables built up for each one of these. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the first function, and it tells me that if f is less than -3, then f of x is always equal to 5. So this is going to be 5, 5, and 5. So for the first few points, we graph them all at -5, 5, at -4, 5, and at 3, -3, 5. And then we know it's going to go off this way and continue because it's everything less than 3. For the next function, when I'm here and it says everything that's less than from -3 to 2, we're going to do -x squared plus 5. So for example, if I had -3, then that means -3 squared plus 5. So I've got -9 plus 5. Oops. Plus 5, which is equal to a -4. Putting those other values, -2 squared plus 5 is -4 plus 5. So this is going to be equal to 1. And we can continue to get all of those values, substituting it in for x, just those values in the orange chart. So these are the values that I substituted in for all of the other values. And so what we're going to do is we're going to graph that portion. So we have that when it's -3, it's going to go up to -4. Oh, sorry, -4. -3, -4 down here. -2, -1, -1, 4, and 5, and 1, and 2, 1. Sorry, that point should have been there. That was a mistake. And so this is the part of the piecewise function that goes from here up to and down to here. Now the one thing to notice is that this is not exactly a function because I have a value for -3 at both the purple graph, or the first part of the piecewise function, and the orange graph. But what I've got to look at is what the parameters are. It said when x was less than but not equal to 3, and here this orange one is when x is equal to 3. So this one is actually what should happen. So I should have a solid dot here, but this one should actually be an open dot, so that when we look at the entire function, we notice that this will still be an equivalent. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the green, which says that we're now looking at the absolute value of x. So let's put in the absolute value of 2 minus 3. I'm trying that first value on the green chart. So that's 2 minus 3, so that's the absolute value of -1, which is just 1. And then again, I'm going to do the absolute value of 3 minus 3, which is 0, the absolute value of 4 minus 3, which is 1, and the absolute value of 5 minus 3, which is 2. So I'm going to put those values in. So 2 over 2 and up 1, oh, that matches right on, so I don't have to do the open dot, close dot. It's just continuous right there. Then 3, 0, 4, 1, 5, 2, and this is going to make this nice, pretty straight line, straight as I can make it, because it is an absolute value. Okay, so then we're going to look at the last one. When we have 7 minus x, I'm going to do that blue. So again, we can do 7 minus that first value on the blue is 5, so 7 minus 5 is 2. Then the next one, working into this function, 7 minus 6 is 1, 7 minus 7 is 0, and 7 minus 8 is a negative 1. So I'm going over 5 up 2. Again, that's nice. They're right there in line. Then 6, 1, 7, 0, and 8, negative 1. So, and then this one is continuous going on. So we're going to make this then, and it's everything greater than that. So again, this is that's what a piecewise function means, is that we're building this one function out of different equations or different functions pieced together. If you have more questions, go ahead and give me an email or a text.